Puppies. A show about talking dogs finding pets, to find their right owner. So yeah, and of course in this world, yeah, it's not one of those dogs that only understand each other. They can actually speak to humans. So it's just that kind of deal.
So yes, first experiencing this show in Hub Network. Hub Network was like one of the best channels out there because they had a lot of great shows at the time.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And
I was about to say, like, for example,
I just do the original one like in the 80s because I used to have a VHS of it, but eventually I did see the 2010 one, which I like better.
Yes.
And I watched every episode on Tubi TV, which I barely watch on there ever since I reinstalled it. But yeah, it was a pretty decent show. Great cast, great characters, and you could tell that there's been animation changes because usually when shows start, they have like different animations. I've heard this one is kind of like I don't know what you'd call this first animation. It's kind of like dull-ish, but in season 2 and onwards, it's now like smooth, like kind of like the animation they use for My Little Pony, because the way they're drawn.
So to me, smooth like butter.
Sure.
I mean, don't you get the reference? It's from a song.
I know.
Oh, okay.
But how did you get introduced to Puppies?
Yes, I just said Hub Network.
I know, but I mean, how'd you come across it when you're like if you're like watching TV, did you see it through a commercial?
I did watch a TV on it. It's what I wouldn't watch it on a rock now, would I? But yeah, I did get introduced to it through Hub Network. Yeah, because at the time they were showing a lot of shows like Transformers Prime, Dan vs. My Little Pony, and many other shows. But I just came across it one day, just watched it, and just kept watching it. That's it.
Oh yeah.
And what about you? How did you come across it?
I don't remember how I came across it, but I think I just scrolling through as a kid. Man, 2010 was the year to have great shows back in the day.
Yes. And do you remember any episodes that you like in particular?
Let's see, what's a good one? Well, one of them is called Working K9 to 5, where they help this little girl named Doris figure out like why she not throw her in newspapers because that's her job, and also give her puppy and stuff. Apparently she's like doing her own thing and stuff, like helping old people. What about you? What's your favorite episode?
Well, I don't have any favorite episodes in particular, but I do remember some as a kid. Like, you remember the cat versions of like the dogs and competing like which like the kid should get, like a cat or a dog.
Who doesn't? And I'm not gonna mention the specific voice actors, but what's unique about the cat versions is it's the same voice actors, just their voices are just pitched.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I remember this one. You know the character Olaf that works at the pound, right?
Right. Yes.
You remember this episode where he had a date?
Yes, and one of the characters, Niblet, actually pretended to be the doctor. But it didn't go too well.
Yeah, that was kind of awkward for him from that episode.
Yeah, but it was good for him that he got himself a date. Well, that's like, Niblet has a little sister named Rebound, which she is a bit of hyperactive, and of course, Niblet doesn't want to be with her. But eventually she got herself an owner, and she became honorary member of the Pound Puppies.
Yeah, and speaking of her owner, Agatha, you remember this episode where she goes out with this guy that tries to, scam her?
Really? I actually don't remember that one.
Yeah, that was something else, I swear. But, yeah. What other ones do I remember? Just going back. God. Oh yeah, Cuddlesworth. Yeah, the other Chihuahua that visited them.
Oh yeah, he he was alright.
Yeah. Remember when these certain dogs were like in the circus?
I think I do remember that, but it's been a while. Oh yeah, it was Strudel that joined the circus, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, this version of Puppies, no offense to like the OG one, but this had like something like particular, like it's like one of the sparks of like Hub Network at the time.
Yeah, because I mean, it doesn't make sense that like well, back in the 80s, I guess it would make sense for the talking dogs that could walk around, wear clothes, and like speak to humans. But this one makes a lot of sense. Like four-legged dogs just want to find a pup for every person and stuff. So, I mean, I don't get how they're able to talk to the humans, but I mean, it's cartoon logic. Anything can happen.
Yep. What was I about to say? But what I also liked about it was like the theme song of it.
Oh yeah, and what's unique about it? A lot of shows do this. Like they based on the seasons, they can change the intros. Like first one was a normal intro, and then the season 2 and onwards, they included Rebound, Cupcake, and what was it, Patch? I don't remember the other dog's name.
But I just remember like when Squirt the Chihuahua, he would like with the fire hydrant, and you can hear him saying a buoy. I like that scene.
No, he said bada boom.
Hey, oh,
yeah. Cause I watched it enough. I said bada boom.
But you don't remember that much episodes. Makes sense to me. Okay, gotcha.
Anyway, anything else from episodes?
Well, that's why you're here. Like you said, you watch all the episodes.
I said I watched every episode one time.
How the fuck?
Oh my god, that's okay. That's pretty like something else. Oh, do you remember this episode where they thought this dog and it turned out to be a coyote?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that, dude. I mean, I knew it was a coyote from the start, but I mean, dang.
Remember that one episode with the robot dog?
Oh yeah, Toyo. Yeah, she was an interesting character. It was shocking to find out who her voice actor is, but I'm not going to review her just yet. But I just I'm saying that she didn't appear in the rest of the episodes. I hate that she's a one episode only character. There's also one. Where Niblet met his own love interest named Giblet.
Oh, I think I do remember. And how did it go again?
Well, it was going alright, but she had to go back to her own family and stuff. But they can remain friends.
Dang. Huh.
There's also this one where there's Hispanic Chihuahua and to be and well, let's just say Cupcake and Strudel were not really paying attention to their jobs because they were so head over heels, or should I say head over paws for this pup.
Yeah.
Remember Dot and she adopted Lucky?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
that's just bizarre, but what's cool about it that she knows their secret because Lucky was able to like talk to her and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And of course, her last appearance was a season finale where she thought she was about to move away, but it was actually like a near location to the town, and she explained to Lucky like whenever something's wrong, her mom fixes macaroni and cheese. Like, why would you make macaroni and cheese if there's something wrong? I mean, you shouldn't fix macaroni and cheese for like all the time. I mean, I don't know why it's something to do with something bad, but that's what the show wants. I'm not gonna bother with it. And that's my side.
Same here. But what else I gotta say is, what can I say? Yeah, with the intros, the episodes, and like how it ran for only 3 seasons, I think that was reasonable because later in the seasons, and no offense to anybody that's watching this, like, you know, later in the seasons, nobody really, you know, got to the point of like the end of the episode except somebody over here. Like, Christian, do you remember what happened at the last episode?
Yeah, like there's supposedly we thought that Lucky was gonna leave the Pound Puppy since he was bleeding, but it was actually like a different spot in the area. It was actually close to the pound, so you could be able to like go anywhere you want to. And what TV did episodes out of order, which confused me. First, it showed the finale episode, and then there was an episode where they're about to be disbanded or like in court because like what do you call it? I think it has something to do with a dog that got switched by accident, or it might be a different episode. I don't remember, but it's just all over the place. And how do you mean that, like, don't get to the point, Blitz?
Like, okay, so, like, okay, of course you watched all the seasons and episodes only once, though, but I'm just saying, I feel like nobody else got further into, like, the seasons, I'm just saying.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because, like, you know, Pound Puppies, like, the 2010 version is, like, one of those rare occasions that you watch, like, here and there. Like, you had to be a kid from Hub Network to, like, you know, able to watch, the episodes.
Well, unless you have a channel on DirecTV called, Discovery Family, you would watch it, but, of course, they're not going to be in order. You'd have to have the app Tubi TV to watch, the entire season, so.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I mean, it's one of those Hub Network shows besides Transformers Prime, and I'm guessing because they're Hasbro related, they're on here, but for some reason, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is out on Tubi TV. If you're going to have Hasbro shows like Pound Puppies, Transformers Prime, and Littlest Pet Shop, I don't know why you don't have a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic on there. That just doesn't make sense. I don't know who's on Tubi TV, but they suck.
And then it depends on the company that, like, handles this. Either if they want to put it on, like, the app or not, because it depends on them.
What do you say?
Yeah. Alright, next.
Alright.
To the cast.
That's it. Oh, cast, okay.
Alright, so first we have our main man himself, Lucky.
Yes. This shocked me the most to find out who he was voiced by Eric McCormack. I've known him ever since I've watched Will and Grace. And boy, I only found out through the episode where the cat versions of them first appeared. I was wondering who voiced it, like, Eric McCormack? Wait, what? And then I had to hear Lucky's voice again, and oh my god, it's him. So, yeah, these were my 2 introductions. Cartoon, this, and live action, Will and Grace. So Eric McCormack, he plays the childhood character Will, and he's actually a gay guy. I don't know if you know about.
Well, yeah, it was kind of obvious, but yeah, Lucky was my introduction to him, and I gotta say, he played a good leader in that show.
Yeah, I love how he voiced him and gave him a really distinct personality. And also, besides Will Grace in this, he also appeared in a show I used to watch called New Adventures of Old Christine, starring Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Wait, who did he play again?
Well, and this, and I forgot the name, but he used to be, he was a J for Christine, which is Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character.
Oh yes, I'm familiar with that, but I was like, I forgot he was in that show, but good to know.
Yeah, but what are your thoughts about Lucky?
I already said he's a good leader, you know, very responsible, especially when it comes to, like, you know, who gets adopted or not. But yeah, as I said, you know, good leader, and I give him affinity.
Agreed. Both Lucky and Eric McCormack.
Yeah.
Alright, next up, the second in command, Cookie, voiced by Yvette Nicole Brown.
Yes. And for you Nickelodeon fans out there, you might know her as Helen from Drake and Josh and Victorious.
Yeah.
Yes, she's a legend. Like she's a great actor for live action and like animation, like both. But yeah, with Cookie, yeah, I do like her attitude, just trying to be the second in command, as Kristen said. And yeah, she's just very funny as well.
Well, even though she is a tough cookie, pun intended, but people would mistake her as a dude because the way her personality is based on her looks. But of course, she is a woman. However, there's a character, I forgot her name, but she is a pink poodle, and she gave her a pink bowl to like distinct her from the rest of the pups. So, yeah, it was a smart decision. And believe it or not, Lucky and Cookie are actually love interests.
Yeah, that shocked me.
But yeah, Cookie is a pretty neat character. Based on what her personality is, based on what episode she's written. But I still like her, and of course, Yvette Nicole Brown, we'll give her a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, and other work she has done is like, yes, The Community, DC Superhero Girls, DC Superhero Pets. What else was there? I believe, yeah, The Loud House, Minecraft Story Mode. Let's see, what else did she do? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah.
What?
Yeah, regular show. No, not that one. But a Family Guy. Remember Brian's funeral, and like there was this random black lady like hitting Joe with her purse.
I had never seen that part.
Oh, okay, but that was just shocking to me just right now. But yeah, very good actor. I give them both infinity.
Awesome. All right, next up, Strudel, voiced by Elena Ubach.
Bach, like Bach. Nah, I'm just like, but yeah.
Yeah. The way Elena voiced Strudel, she gave her a German accent. Well, of course, because she is a wiener dog from German descent, which makes sense. She is like the brains of the group, and she's like an inventor. Well, she can't do anything because she has no thumbs. So what she does is she has like a bunch of squirrels that help her like operate machinery and stuff. Like a special machine to help which person will be fitted for every kid or adult, whatever. And of course, since she and other animals can talk to humans, she has a headphone set that can speak to the human that gives the location to the pound for the puppies.
Yes. And yeah, this was my introduction to Elena as a whole, and later getting introduced to her in El Tigre and Benton Omniverse. And yeah, live action work, yeah, Waiting with Ryan Reynolds, that was a good movie.
Yeah. And she also was Liz Allen for Spectacular Spider-Man, and yeah, she did pretty good with all these roles. She's one of my favorite voice actors ever since mentioned Omniverse. And yeah, Strudel and Elena Ubach, infinity.
Yep. Alright, let's go Doggy Town, because John DiMaggio is voicing another dog. Hence, like, with Jake the dog, food dog from Jake Long, and now Niblets.
Yeah. He is not a bright bulb. Like, he's easily distracted, he doesn't get stuff a lot, but he's still a good character, and John DiMaggio nailed him really good. He's also one of my introductions to John DiMaggio, other than Wrath from Benton Alien Force, because I didn't really connect the two together. Because, you know, as a kid, I was not very good with the voice acting back then, but I'm glad I grew up. I know about voice acting, which is pretty dope. And John is the GOAT.
Agreed.
And yeah, voice Infinity for Niblet and John DiMaggio.
Great.
Alright, next up is forget about it, Squirt. And surprisingly, what I didn't know that he's voiced by a guy which I know named Michael Rappaport. I don't know that's how he said his name. Which I got to see him in live action, The Heat, starring Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy.
Yep.
So yeah, Squirt. The reason I said forget about it, because that's how he talks. Because he's that typical New York type of dude. He like gets around stuff, kind of a not like a calm man, but kind of like a gangster. If you want. Like he talks like he's from a gang member. And he's alright character. Depending on his personality, I give him an 8.
Same here.
Alright, next up, Olaf, voiced by M. Emmett Walsh.
Yeah, Olaf, he's a good character from the pound. Like, yeah, I was especially surprised that he was at in Adventure Time, What's New Scooby-Doo, and especially the Iron Giant.
Who is he in Adventure Time?
Yes, the Cosmic Owl.
Cosmic Owl.
Yeah. You just have to get to the seasons to understand his origins. But yeah, Olaf, and for his actor, I give them both 10 out of 10. They did really good.
Yes. And next for the main antagonist of the series, Leonard McLeish. And surprisingly, because I recognize the voice, well, it took me a minute to recognize his voice, but he is voiced by Renee Aberhornweiss. I don't know how you say his last, but he voices Asman from Benton Omniverse.
Well, yes, I did first get introduced to him in Pound Puppies, and I also got introduced to him in the Looney Tunes show, where he was one of the voices of Pippi Lip U.
So yeah, this Benton Omniverse and Looney Tunes show were my main introductions, and what I knew it was Asman's voice actor because he used Asman's voice. So that's what keyed in on me. Like, that's Asman, because I was like, man, I keep hearing Asman. But man, may he rest in peace. He died a few years ago, but I still think he was a great voice actor. But what are your thoughts about McLeish here?
I mean, just trying to be a responsible owner of the pound as well. There is some conflicts here when it comes to adopting and issues, but he's a good character.
Well, depending, because he's not too keen with the dogs themselves, but he's still alright. I still like the performance that Renee gave to McLeish. So for McLeish, a 9. For Renee, a heavenly infinity.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and now another heavenly legend, Betty White voicing McLeish's mother, Agatha.
Yes, truly a great accomplishment, a true legend to herself, because, yeah, other than we call it the Pound Puppies, I also got introduced to her in the Lorax.
Yeah, and my live action introduction to her was Golden Girls, and yeah, she's the longest living Golden Girl, because the others died in specific years 2009, 2008. I don't remember specifically, but she was still going well until about 2021, where she died before her birthday.
Yeah, and just remembering because I remember in 2021, I know we're getting a little bit sad here, is that along with her good friend Ed Asman sadly passed away that year as well.
Right.
I mean, but here's the thing though, they all been in good shows together. But I like that little thing they did in the Wild Thornberrys where they played the grandparents.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I gotta say, when she played Agatha, just being a good a good owner to rebound, she's pretty good. I just didn't like how she got scammed almost by that guy she was dating. But it was thanks to the puppies that she didn't get nothing stealing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for her and Betty, Infinity, they're just truly legends.
Of course. And now for shoot. Dang it. For the love of Pete. Anyway, I'll turn back on Fat Albert because whenever it's in idle, sometimes it's I turn off the thing, so I have to go back where I left off. Anyway, continuing. So yeah, remember the mayor, his brother-in-law?
Yeah, and surprisingly, his actor looks like him in real life a little bit. That's funny to me.
Oh yeah. Do you know who Dabney Coleman is?
You might know him from Recess.
Principal Prickly.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't keen on that. That's wild.
I don't know. To me, his voice kind of reminds me of, what was it, Tim Conway, the voice of Marco Boy.
Sure. All right. But yeah, I really do not like this character. He's a bit of a geek.
You said it in a gay way.
Shut up.
No, I'm just playing. But
Anyhow, but yeah, he gives a lot of heat on McLeish because he's better than him and stuff. But of course, the guy goes. But he had a parrot, and basically, like, he copied everything he was saying and stuff, kind of like exposing and stuff, and he wasn't seen ever since. So yeah, the mayor I didn't like so much, a 1, but for Dabney, he did really good. I give him a 10. And now for Rebound, I mentioned earlier, voiced by Bark-tacular.
And what's surprising is that she's the daughter of Hasbro CEO like Brian. Like, yeah.
Really?
I learned that.
Wow. How about that?
Yeah.
But yeah, Rebound, like I mentioned earlier, is Niblet's little sister. Of course, she's been hyperactive. That's why she's called Rebound, because according to him, no matter if you leave her somewhere, she comes back. So hence the name Rebound. But after like telling her to like go away and stuff, she got sad. But eventually she got adopted by Agatha, and then she became a member of the Puppies. She appears in some episodes, and she had her own. Well, she had a couple of major episodes. Like one where she was in a dog show, and this other dog was trying to make her lose. Another one where she accidentally exposed herself by like singing because of her enjoyment, and then a little girl just passing by saw the whole thing.
Yes. And yeah, she's a really good pup. I give her a 10 out of 10 along for her actor.
Me too.
And
now for the pink poodle I mentioned earlier, Dolly, voiced by Elizabeth Daly, or E.G. Daly.
Same difference.
of course, yes, Powerpuff Girls and Rugrats was my introduction.
Me too.
Yeah.
And
Let's see.
yeah.
Oh no, I was about to say. Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say E.G. did really good with this Dolly character. She's the one that gave Cookie that pink bow, and she's like an old friend of Lucky, and she's and I actually in the original pound, she's in a different pound because there are different pounds like across the globe, not just like in America, but also like China and France, whatnot. But wait. Finishing the pink poodle character. Yeah, Dolly's a great character. 9 out of 10. Elizabeth Daly, of course, Infinity.
Yeah, okay. So I know there's a lot more cast members. I'm just gonna speed up from here. So like, there was also Cap Susie, Jeff Bennett, Kim Mickelson, Cree Summer, Chris McNeil, Danny Cooksey, Pamela Alden, Tara Strong, Greg Delisle, Frank Walker, Andy McAfee. Yes, Jessica DeChico, Clancy Brown, Jess Harnell, Rob Paulson, Ashley Johnson, Corey Burden, Diedrich Bader, Lauren Tom, Maurice LaMarche, Tom Kenny, Wayne Knight, let's see here, Dave Foley, Fred Stroller, and Gary Cole, and many other actors that contribute to this.
Yep, and they did one heck of a job.
Yep. Very good cast.
Yep.
Alright, now to the final thoughts.
Yep.
Well,
Alright, so for this show, really good classic. I give it a 10 out of 10. You said Infinity?
I said I agree too.
Okay. And that's it.